Well, even though it's a cold day out, I thought I'd take the Bel Air. I got to run to the store and do a couple things, but I had a big windstorm and snow showers and stuff yesterday. It blew both these candles over yesterday, and didn't hurt them, but I put them in the garage, so I guess when it's windy. Those are my grandpa's. They're my grandparents. My grandma bought them new from Woolworth. We thinking about the late 40s, early 50s. We're thinking 49. My dad remembers them as a kid on their porch. I remember them as a kid on their porch. And when we were cleaning out their estate, I kept them. So anyway, there they are. So we're gonna get the Bel Air, and I haven't started it since I shoved the inspection borescope down the bores, so hopefully I got the plug wires all on correctly. But anyway, let me get a few things together here and get ready to run to the store. Okay, I don't know how easy this thing's gonna start. It's been, I don't know, quite a while since I've run it. And we're definitely gonna turn the heat on today, as it is cold out. As you see, I got my heavy coat and hat on. I turned the radio off so it doesn't start playing on you. Make sure it's in neutral. Once to the floor, and let's see what it does. It might take a little bit to get gas up to the carburetor. There we go. I think I'm going to turn the heat on right now. Alright, we'll let it warm up a minute just because it is so cold out. I want to top it off with gas too. You can see it's not full, so that's one of the reasons why I want to take it out to make sure the fuel tank is full. Oh, there we are, we're off. The generator is really charging, I guess, because the voltage regulator, it's kind of temperature sensitive. In the heat, it doesn't charge as well as when it's really cold out. But anyway, we'll get some dash cam video for you guys too. Operating temperature now, cruising along. Alright, filled the tank up. It took 3.7 gallons, and it come down in price. It's $4.49.9, so $4.50 a gallon, so its premiums come down a bit in price now that I don't need it all the time anymore. Well, there we go, a little lap on Woodward on December 1st. Yeah, I haven't taken this car out this late in the year, and I can't remember one, probably from when I lived in Savannah, Georgia. I just thought I'd add this to this video. This is the van that my folks had. They bought it new. It's a K223, and the date code on the motor is August. Let's see if I can get that better for you. August 1983. So anyway, I took it all apart and cleaned it all up. Clean the grills. I'm going to get my Lasko out of the attic and fix the grill there. I ended up taking these in the bathtub with the handheld shower head to clean the grills. And I even took the screws over to my buffer there and polished them up. So this fan's ready to go back together. In case you're curious how I get the plastic blade off, I just grab each side of it and gently work it off, turn it, gently work it. They eventually just pull right off, and then you can clean the blade up and oil the motor up a little better. So I got this fan all cleaned up nice, as you can see. Looks like brand new again. Whoops. Knob stuff there, nice and clean, and handle and the blade and the motor, but it's got two broken tabs there in the grill. So I thought, well, I had this fan I use for painting. It's a Lasko that, you know, it's got bunches of stuff. I used to use this at the shop where I worked. I garbage picked it. Then I used it at the shop where I worked on the bench for probably 20 years, and then I used it in the windows when I paint cars to ventilate the garage. But I'll show you, this thing just takes forever to start up. But the grill is slightly different. You can see the grill there is not as wide as the grill here. It has a little rib in it, so I'll find a grill from another fan somewhere. Well, somebody dropped by and I got distracted, and so anyway, back to this. This fan, the grill pieces aren't going to work. You can see this thing, it fell out of a second-story window and was kind of smashed. It was in the garbage. I knew the people that threw it out, and so I kind of straightened it out and used it, like I say, at work and here for paint. But this thing, it takes forever to, we'll plug it in. It just takes forever to start up. And I've oiled the motor like every time I go to use it. That's high. It'll get going, it just takes a while. And I've, like I say, I've oiled the heck out of the motor. So it's not a lack of oil in those bearings. It's just a tired old fan. Alright, I'll stop the camera and we'll turn it back on once it gets up to speed, which might be 2 or 3 minutes. Coming up to speed now. So that's a good fan, garage fan for when I paint. I think it's running on high speed now. But it's in, you know, it's not in the greatest shape anymore, is it? Now this fan, cleaned up nice. We'll start it up here for you. That's low. Turn the light on, you can see through it there. This fan's really nice and quiet too. Alright, you saw this one running once already, so that's it. And I just wanted to add this little bit into the video with these fans. I'm going to take this one into the house. So we got one left to clean up, and I was thinking of using that one to replace this one, but this one still works, so you know, might as well not ruin another one quite yet when I got one that's ruined. Here, well, let's put some oil in the motor and see if it works any better. This does not have oilers on the motor, so you got to put it right directly on the bearing shaft there. Let's work that in a little bit. And I think I'll take the front grill and maybe pop the blade and oil the motor on the other side too. Like I say, it takes forever to start, but it's my garage, you know, paint fan obviously. Looks like it's still oily around this. Like I say, I've oiled the heck out of this motor over time. Turn it on. See if that works some of the oil down in it. Alright, let's put the blade back on and see what it does. It should have sucked some oil into the motor because the motor was pretty hot from laboring to start. It probably, I had the camera off for a good 2 minutes while it was still trying to come up to speed, so it might come up to speed early, faster now, plus it's oiled, fresh oiled. That's high. Low. Medium. So this will work in the garage for a while, so I won't destroy that one quite yet. Yeah, usually once you get the thing going, it works pretty good. It's just that first time you go to start it after, like if I want to start it again tomorrow, it would take couple minutes to get going, but we'll start it up on low just for the heck of it. See if it even, yeah, it goes. Alright, that's it for this fan. I'm going to throw it back up in the garage. Well, that's it for the fan video in this video. Topped it off with gas and gave it a nice little warm up after having the plugs out. I did blow the cylinders out before I put the plugs back in and cleaned those spark plug areas out, but I think those spots that you saw in the cylinder was carbon from when I loosened the plugs. The carbon that was probably around the tip of the plug probably just dropped down, because every cylinder had it in the same spot just directly below the plug, and the plug holes weren't dirty, so you know, I'd taken compressed air and blew them around them before I pulled them out. And then all that oil and grease from where the plugs were loose, I think would have prevented dirt from getting down in there. So I think that was just carbon, like I say. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked it, you can hit that like button. That helps. You can subscribe by hitting that 348 engine icon that pops up there on the screen. And thank you for watching my video.